Tonight, we will be talking on the leaves for the healing of the nation. Now, earlier in the week, when we talked about cancer, we mentioned herbs briefly, and so tonight we will go into a little more detail as to what herbs are good and what they're good for. And so tonight we're talking about the leaves for the healing of the nation. Since the Bible tells us in chapter 1 and verse 29 of Genesis, and God said, "Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it, they shall be yours for food." Mr. White goes on to tell us that this is God's method. The herbs that grow for the benefit of man and the little handful of herbs kept and steeped and used for certain ailments have served tenfold, yes, 100-fold better purposes than all the drugs hidden under mysterious names and dealt out to the sick. She goes on to say that the use of certain herbs that the Lord has made to grow for the good of man is in harmony with the exercise of faith. And so we exercise faith in using herbs. In manuscript 65, she says that the Lord has provided antidotes for disease and simple plants. And these can be used by faith with no denial of faith. For by using the blessings provided by God for our benefit, we are cooperating with Him. We can use water and sunshine and the herbs which He has caused to grow for the healing maladies brought on by indiscretion or accident. And so we see dandelion. Dandelion is high in iron and electrolyte, and it has vitamin A, which is 7 times more units than in carrots. It's good for anemia, to detoxify the liver, for calcium deficiency, and also for strengthening the immune system. Garlic. Now, garlic is a very powerful herb that people use to cook with, but being used for purposes of healing, it is antibacterial, antibiotic, antifungal, antiseptic, and antiviral. It's powerful. It's a stimulant. It's used for colds and flu, for wounds, for issues with cholesterol and blood pressure, and also the immune system. So garlic is a very powerful herb. Then there's cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is used for painful joints and also for arthritis. It can be used for migraine, and also if a person is having a heart attack, you can put a spoonful of it under their tongue and it will stop the heart attack right away, because it is what is called a vasodilator. It's very powerful. Then there's peppermint. Peppermint stimulates the flow of our digestive juices and aiding in digestion. It's used for pain and gas, for nausea, for digestive complaints, also insomnia, and also for anxiety. If you're having heartburn, you can drink some tea half an hour before your meal, and after your meal, 2 hours after your meal, and it'll help with your heartburn. Aloe or aloe vera. It has over 200 nutrients known to be beneficial to mankind. It's used for acne and burns and bleeding and bed sores, for constipation, insect bites, and psoriasis. Now, if there's one food that you had to use and you're stuck on an island and there's nothing to eat, the plant that I would choose would be aloe vera, because it has so many beneficial properties in it that you could survive only on aloe vera if you need to. Pine pollen. It is called a powerhouse wonder. It has over 200 bioactive nutrients, minerals, and vitamins. And the human body can completely absorb all the parts, the needles, the cones, the bark, the roots, everything. It's also very powerful. Echinacea. It is called the king of blood purifiers, and it strengthens the immune system against pathogenic infections by stimulating phagocytosis. It is used to purify the blood for skin and for colds, for flu, eczema, and also the lymph glands. Now, we are cautioned not to use it if we have an autoimmune disease, like lupus or something like that. We're cautioned not to use that. Red clover. Red clover contains nutrients that include vitamins and minerals to help to strengthen our body and also our immune system. It's good for acne and for cancer as a blood cleanser. And for women who are lactating, you can use that to help you to produce more milk. So now here are some herbs that we can use for our heart. Hawthorn berries, rosemary, and also kelp. These are all things that we can use to strengthen our heart. Here's some herbs that we can use for diabetes. Dandelion root, as we mentioned before, bitter melon, cranberries. All those things we can use to help with our diabetes. Here's some herbs that we can use for cancer. Burdock root, red clover, echinacea. All of these things we can use to help with cancer. Here's some herbs for arthritis. White willow bark, dandelion, also ginger. We also found that if you take a cabbage leaf and you beat it until the juice comes out, you wrap it around, let's say, the knee or the ankle where there's arthritis. You put it in between two sheets of towel, you put it on the knee, and you wrap that with some saran wrap, and then you wrap that with some, let's say, a towel or something that's cotton, and overnight, all the pain and the arthritis and the swelling will be gone. Cabbage leaf is very powerful, and so we recommend that all the time. Here's some herbs that we can use for blood pressure. There's corn silk, there's dandelion again, there's ginger, and also celery juice. Celery juice is very good. You just blend it and you drink the juice like that, 1 glass in the morning and 1 in the evening, and it'll help to lower your blood pressure. Here are some herbs for cholesterol: raspberry, catnip, valerian root. Some herbs for infections. There's golden seal, garlic. All those things are wonderful. God's ways are the best ways. The last book of the Bible, written by John, chapter 22 and verse 2, it says, "In the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river, was there a tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded every fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations." And so tonight, let us use the herbs that we are used to for healing. And these are my references, and I pray that you were blessed. Amen.